Hello everybody, I'm the Awesome Jimbo. Welcome back to Let's Play Donkey Kong 64. And so in the last episode, we collected all the golden bananas and all the stuff for Chunky Kong. I don't think I can do this just yet, so I'm going to have to wait for it. And Lanky Kong, and now we're going to be doing one of the most frustrating mini-games in the entire series before we head to Angry Aztec, which might end up taking up the whole episode, so I deeply apologize if this ends up being a very boring episode for you. You guys can definitely see into the future, while I can't. At least as of the time I'm recording this. Oh, whatever. This was another minigame that made Donkey Kong 64's difficulty infamous. I'm not talking about the video game Infamous, which you guys will know what I'm talking. If you played this game before, you know what I'm talking about. Here we go, the Big Bug Bash. Oh my gosh, I hate this minigame so much. Hope you're ready for some genuine Awesome Yojimbo rage, because this is one of the most infuriating minigames ever. Because this thing's AI is unpredictable. Even in the Wii U version, Wii U re-release, it's not a Wii U version, it's not a remaster. That's like one of the things that made it harder. Well, at least beat it first try, so good for me. Pat myself on the back. And of course you guys can't see it. Okay. There you go. Pat myself on the back, because nobody else will do it. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna check some stuff out. It's like, there's supposed to be a barrel that Chunky can go into. It's really not that important, but hang on. Oh, I'm supposed to kill the bees. Like, Bumble Brambles, what are they? Zingers, that's what they're supposed to be called. I forgot. You gotta kill them all in order to... You have to kill them all in order to unlock that, and that's literally all it's for, so I literally did that for no reason. So sorry I wasted all your time with all that, which she's there to give you advice for only one on how to unlock one golden banana, which is pathetically easy to obtain, which it's like, it's a very vague hint as to what you're supposed, what you have to do to get a specific golden banana. It's only one golden banana, so if there's a specific golden banana you want to find, but you can't find it, well, tough luck. Because whatever, you have to find it for yourself. Also, I think killing a bee by throwing a pineapple at it is considerably lethal, may I just say. I don't know, reminds me, I remember talking about horror games or something at this part when talking about that. So let's go ahead and talk about that, I suppose. Oh, but real quick, may I just mention and go ahead and get sidetracked on what I was originally supposed to be talking about, so you guys can hear my opinions on something for those who actually care, for those who actually wish to know what I think of this or what I think of that or whatever. Yeah, got it, because I'm a badass. Okay, excuse me, sorry, very sleepy, so please leave me alone. Like horror games, they personally don't do it. I personally don't find them fun. I think they're not bad. I can't get into them. They're very difficult games for me to get into. Probably the hardest games for me to get into, even harder than first-person shooters, because horror games, I don't care for first-person shooters because I suck at them, which for the most part isn't the game's fault. That, and they're so overly they're just all over the place in the media nowadays. I mean, like, Call of Duty is a thing, but horror games, I dislike horror games for an entirely different reason. And that I don't get scared very easily. I mean, these games, sorry for the squeaking chair, but the horror games don't really do it for me because I am pretty much impervious to fear. If I'm not impervious to the game fear, I'm impervious to the... I don't have his instrument just yet. Do I have Tiny Kong's instrument? I have no idea. I guess I'm going to find out sooner or later. I'm going to go ahead and collect all the instruments. And I think I also realized Candy Kong is the only helper character that does not have his own place in the hub world, which very bizarre, I know. But there are some. But don't get that wrong. It's just I don't think the games. It's not that I don't think the games are trying hard enough. It's just that horror games, they do their job just fine. It's really difficult for me to get scared. Very difficult for me to get scared. Like the only horror games that have managed to. Sorry about that. The only horror games that have managed to scare me are Resident Evil 4 managed to scare me once or twice because of the regenerators. Screw those things, if I could just say real quick. Alien Isolation managed to freak me out, but Alien Isolation is a little too slow for my tastes. I don't know if that really says anything. Horror games are also really slow, and I'm not the type of patient person for overly slow games for the most part. I mean, I like Danganronpa, and Danganronpa is slow, and so is Phoenix Wright. Phoenix Wright is also a very slow game. It's just, I'm more in for them for the story, and horror games, I'm in them for the scares, but I just don't feel like they deliver, if that makes any sense. I don't know, does that explain anything, I guess? My favorite horror game, though, is Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. For those of you who want to know, that is my favorite horror games. That's the one I had the most fun with. It engaged me, didn't disappoint, didn't bore me. I think it did, like... It's like one of the few horror games that's managed to hold me over for more than 10 minutes. And it's also one of the few horror games that managed to scare me, even though a lot of people have pretty much spoiled a lot of the stuff in that game. Come on. Come on. I'm gonna get you. Other horror games, I also like Resident Evil 4, even though it's not really a horror game. Yeah, it's really not. It tries to be a horror game, but it's more action-y. I guess it's more forgiven because, like, it's the first game in the series. It's the first video game ever to have the over-the-shoulder perspective in, like, third-person shooters. Like, so if you like Mass Effect, this is the game you have to thank for that. And of course, I managed to play through Resident Evil 4 twice, and it was a good time. Played it once on the PS2, which I no longer have a copy of on the PS2, and Resident Evil 4 on the PS4 was a good time. And of course, even though that game has had Okami levels of re-releases, more re-releases than any game I've played, honestly, or more re-releases than any other game ever, which is extremely bizarre. Because, I mean, like, it was very revolutionary, but Okami also got like a bazillion re-releases. I mean, I know they're two entirely different games, and Okami is not exactly revolutionary. it's a great game, don't get me wrong, and it's a game I do kind of want to do a Let's Play of event sometime in the future. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But yeah, it is a game I would love to play eventually. Hang on a second. I'm gonna go off screen and collect these blue bananas over here. But another horror game that has actually managed to freak me out is Dead Space. It's like the original Dead Space. I like the original Dead Space. I don't really care for 2, as I thought 2 was kind of lame. I don't know. It was just... It's too actiony, and Isaac Clarke got a personality, and I think that was really a stupid move. Yeah, I thought that was a really dumb move because it totally breaks my immersion. I mean, Eternal Darkness has you take control of characters with established personalities and backstories. I mean, so did Isaac Clarke. He has his own personal backstory and all that. But at least he stayed. Okay, I guess the only thing you knew about him is that he had a girlfriend, and you didn't know if she was dead or not. Which, you know what? Never mind. Just play the game for yourself. But Dead Space is super freaky, and it's also got some good gameplay. And it's also got some cool gameplay to keep me interested. That's I think that's another reason I'm not into horror games, is I'm not into the gameplay. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's is simple, but it's effective, and it also manages to freak me the hell out, even though I've played it like twice. And it does get a little repetitive. It does wear thin after a little bit. Ouch. Then die. There we go. Will you pop? Just pop already. There we go. Yeah, is there anything else I'm missing? Nah, it's just a bunch of crystal coconuts. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't get into horror games. That's pretty much my last thing. And also, and if you want to know my opinions on Dead Space 3, I never finished it. I lost interest in it after, I want to say 2 hours. It could be more, it could be less. I want to say less, because I remember playing it, the enemies... one thing that turned me off is that game feels like it was meant for co-op. Exclusively for co-op, because enemies, they were tanks. It's like even some of the weaker enemies, they took like forever to kill. And also Dead Space Extraction, I haven't played it. I've been meaning to play it, I just haven't gotten around to it. And also, can I say real quick, am I the only person who was actually kind of creeped out by this room? Because, tell me I'm not the only one who's freaked out by this. It's like... That Parrot Teeth was having a fun time. Let's go ahead and ruin his enjoyment. I mean, it's the lighting, and the... It was just the lighting and the music and the sudden appearance of those clap traps. It was super freaky for me and my 8-year-old self, and my 6-year-old self, or I don't know. I don't remember much of my past. I don't know. It doesn't really matter to me all that much. The only thing that has actually managed to legitimately freak me out in a video game were the Re-Deads from Ocarina of Time, and to an extent, Majora's Mask. But I don't count Majora's Mask because I never played it as a kid. I played a little bit of it as a kid. I only borrowed it from a friend, only for a little bit. I never fully played it until 2011? Because the way they just shriek at you, and they're just terrifying. I hate those things. Hate those things. And they still kind of freak me out to this very day. Well, to an extent, I guess. All right. And golden banana for the taking. Yeah, you totally thought that was gonna be easy, didn't you? And this part also kind of freaked me out. I don't know, what is it about this level that freaked me out so much as a kid? It's like frantic music, a dark room, well, dark-ish, because brightness settings on my Wii U are a little higher, and these snake mouths that spit out claptraps. It wasn't a fun experience for me, and I was kind of a baby as a kid. Not nearly as much of a baby as Cat Icarus, because a lot of stuff scared him there's a lot more stuff that scared him as a kid than it scared me. And, well, he's only like a year older than I am. It's like, he's like 23, I'm 22. Just so you know, that's my age. I'm 22 years old. I think I'm the same age as Rabbit Luigi. Or no, I'm actually older than Rabbit Luigi. Just a little bit. And Quarter Guy also has the exact same birthday as my oldest brother. Interesting trivia, I guess. Camera angles. Dude, yeah, get away from me. You know, on second thought, might as well stick with the Awesome Yojimbo 19 norm and just do 4 episodes, because it's like if I keep going with this, my throat is going to die on me, and I don't want that. You guys don't want that, otherwise I'm going to have to stop making countdowns forever. The horror. I could have put way more emotion than that, I realize. But I do want to mention... Also, another game I finished recently, Cuphead. Have you ever played that game? If you haven't, you need to play it. Like, because Awesome... Why are you buying this game, sir? Because the Awesome Yojimbo told me to. That's a great game. It's essentially, like... Everybody knows what that game is. Just go on Twitter, look up people talking about Cuphead, and you'll pretty much just see a whole crap ton of art where somebody actually crossed over some art with Undertale with Cuphead art style. It's actually pretty interesting stuff. I really like it a lot. That I do. And I also think there's something here amiss that I forgot to do. Yeah, look. Let me just go ahead and look over here. Oh no, I got it. That's okay. So that's fine. Now, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode. Or hang on, how much time do I have left? Okay, still got a bit of time. Gonna go ahead and pick this up. And we're gonna go ahead and do one last barrel for Chunky Kong, assuming I don't. There we go. Now I remember the last time, this is where I stopped recording last time I played. Last time I recorded footage for this, and I stopped right around here, but this and do this one. Busy Barrel Barrage. This one is lots of fun. Yeah, I say lots of fun, but I ended up getting my butt handed to me on a silver platter in less than a second. I don't know. Roll that footage back again. Get back for me. Yeah, I'm a homicidal maniac with a rapid fire bazooka that shoots pineapples for some reason. Trademark. Yeah. I don't want to scream too loud, otherwise I'm going to damage my voice. Yeah. Rapid fire, bitches. Yeah. And I've already lost all my fun, but this is probably my favorite mini game in this entire game. Go ahead and try it, and also sub. Yeah, come on, die. Oh man, this looks way more hilarious in like 60 frames per second. Yeah, this is... I want to say 60 frames per second. And of course, they stopped right in their tracks because of their fear for you. Also, how about a Let's Play of Fear? That was perfect. No, that's not going to happen because... I have gotten some requests to play that game, not as a Let's Play, just play it in general. It's just, I don't know. I do have a copy of the game. I paid for it for like, I paid like $10 for it. No, I want to say $5. It's like, I'm sorry, I don't know how much I paid for that game, actually. I've gotten a lot of requests. I don't know, I might play, I'm gonna play it eventually, I just don't know when. I'm not gonna do a Let's Play on it, so don't get too excited for yourselves. I've only heard a lot about it. I'm just gonna stop talking about that, okay? But, unfortunately, now I have to decide my next destination, which is going to be over... So blue bananas. I'm going to go ahead and collect these blue bananas, head over to the next destination, and then just call it a night with this Let's Play. How about that? Does that sound good for you? Yes? Well, good for you, because if you're sick of watching my Let's Plays, because I screw up multiple times, and don't upload videos regularly like I should, it's out of my hands, guys. I'm sorry. I don't have unlimited Wi-Fi, okay? I don't have free Wi-Fi like all the fancy people in the cities. I live out in the sticks, and it's really, really aggravating. And it's the least fun thing about doing this. I'm like the one member of the Countdown community that does not have internet, and it sucks. That's why. But oh yeah, I do want to mention, I have decided what my next countdown is going to be. My next countdown that I'm going to be doing after I get top 15 favorite Pokemon uploaded. I've been writing the script for a little bit. My next countdown is going to be a Platinum Games countdown, which a lot of people have requested. Top 10 worst Platinum Games boss battles. Which is weird because I haven't played Anarchy Reigns, which I should probably get around to doing. I should get around to doing that. I might do that after this. Okay, so, well, I'm gonna stop here at this lovely room, and then we'll pick this up next time I play this in like 8 months. For now, how's that sound? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.